Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best tablets.
Starting at number 5.
Apple iPad Mini 6. It took a while for Apple to update the iPad Mini the last time it got refreshed, and it's taken a similarly long time to update the iPad Mini's appearance as well. Thankfully, the wait is at an end, and the new iPad Mini, also known as the iPad Mini 6, has arrived. The new design is now in line with the other premium iPads, meaning the iPad Mini is now finally a smaller version of the iPad Air and iPad Pro. It doesn't match the new iPad Air 2022, where specs are concerned, but it comes pretty close. The iPad Mini packs in the A15 Bionic processor, the same chip that's still used in the iPhone 14 and iPhone 14 Plus. And while that's not a match for the new Apple M1 and M2 chips found in the more expensive iPads, it doesn't need to be. The A15 will devour any games you'll want to play, and you're unlikely to need the oomph the M1/M2 provide for content creation apps, because, well, the iPad Mini is too small to work well as a content processing machine anyway. Does that make it a bad choice? Absolutely not. In fact, the smaller size and the A15 chip are the only differences that set the iPad Mini 2021 apart from the iPad Air 2022. In every other way, it's really just a smaller version of that best overall tablet. You get the laminated display with an anti-reflective coating, 5G support, a 12MP front camera with center stage, a Touch ID sensor in the side button, and much more. It's supremely portable, stupidly powerful, and an excellent choice if you need something that leverages these strengths. The battery also lasts around a day and a half of use, the same as the iPad Air 2022, so it's a great choice for taking out and about, and it also pairs up with the second-generation Apple Pencil as well. While the pint-sized iPad isn't likely to be everyone's cup of tea, the iPad Mini is an excellent choice if you're looking for a smaller tablet to carry around. While the smaller size means it won't work with Apple's Magic Keyboard, you can pair it with any Bluetooth keyboard and mouse to turn it into an ultra-portable workstation or just use it for watching videos, reading books, or whatever else you need on the move.
Coming at number 4.
Amazon Fire Max 11. The Amazon Fire Max 11 is a basic little tablet that will get the job done if you are on a tight budget. Design-wise, the Fire Max 11 isn't going to be a standout in any way, but that's fine. The 11-inch size, combined with the simple design, makes it lightweight and incredibly easy to use. The MediaTek MT8188 octa-core processor is not the absolute best out there, but it handles basic tasks and even casual games just fine. It also has 4 GB of RAM, so it's not going to be able to handle super intensive tasks, but if you need something with more power, then you wouldn't be looking at something this cheap either. For the average person, the specs of the Fire Max 11 are fine for general use. Plus, this Amazon Fire Max 11 can be used with separate accessories, like a keyboard and stylus, making it a fantastic value if you want to be more productive. However, the Fire Max 11 won't come with the Google Play Store by default, you'll have to add that manually later on. The Fire Max 11 uses a version of Fire OS that is based on Android 11, so it's a little outdated. It comes with Amazon's own curated app store, so the app choice may be a bit more limited than other Android tablets. But there are ways to get the Google Play Store on the Fire Max 11. The Amazon Fire Max 11 is far from perfect. Software and app availability are a bit disappointing, and the separate stylus has limited use. It doesn't come with a sketching app by default. It has a 7,500 mAh battery that's decent, but the included charging block has a max charging speed of 9W. The Fire Max 11 only supports up to 15W of charging anyway, so even if you use a faster charging brick, it will take around 3 hours to get a full charge. You better not need to charge up before you head out. But with battery life being around 10 hours, it should be fine for a full workday. Then just charge it up overnight. For the price, the Fire Max 11 is a pretty strong value.
At number 3.
Apple iPad 2021. The iPad 2021 is no longer the latest iPad, thanks to the release of the more expensive iPad 2022, but there's a reason Apple left this older model on the market. At $329, it still offers the best value for folks who need a tablet that can handle all the basics and more at a very affordable price. It's the tablet world's all reliable. If you want a tablet without the frills at a great price, you want the basic iPad. Don't take the word basic to be an insult either. The iPad 2021 is an excellent performer, has a 10.2-inch display, long-lasting battery life, and probably the best tablet software you can get. Yes, the design is quite dated, but don't let that fool you, there's a lot of power packed in under the hood. We'll start with the internal specs. The iPad is, admittedly, equipped with an older processor, but it's an old flagship processor, and that makes a difference. Specifically, the A13 Bionic chip was the silicon that powered the iPhone 11 lineup, and it remains a powerful piece of kit despite its age. This processor should be able to easily handle any games you throw at it and should be purring along nicely for years to come. The other improvement is the installation of 64 GB of internal storage as standard, giving you a lot more room to play with. The iPad has also seen a significant improvement in front-facing camera tech. Goodbye paltry 1.2 MP lens, hello 12 MP lens. Removing a single period has made all the difference. And now the iPad actually has a selfie camera worth doing video calls with, and the auto-framing tech is pretty cool as well. Battery life is also excellent, though that's less of a worry when most people's tablets tend to live near outlets anyway. Best of all, this iPad starts at just $329. That's an incredible bargain, and there's nothing on the Android side of the fence that comes close to approaching this tablet in terms of pure value. If you want something capable, but don't need something with more power than your average desktop computer, then the iPad 2021 is easily the best choice around.
Number 2 of my list.
OnePlus Pad. While most Android tablets look the same, the OnePlus Pad, like the OnePlus 12, stands out from the crowd. The brushed metallic back in a rich and lush green color is definitely a unique design, especially with that camera placement, and it will surely turn heads. The 11.61-inch LCD display has a 2800 by 2000 pixel resolution and an interesting 7:5 aspect ratio that works well. It also has 500 nits of peak brightness and an impressive refresh rate of up to 144 Hz. The 144 Hz refresh rate is reserved for specific apps, however, so most of the time you'll experience it in 120 Hz. The display, even though it's not an OLED, still offers bright colors, sharp and crisp text, and the scrolling is smooth. Plus, it has support for Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos surround sound, making it great for entertainment. Simply put, it's an excellent viewing experience. On the inside, the OnePlus Pad has a MediaTek Dimensity 9000 chip, 8GB RAM, and 128GB storage. Though it's not a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chip, the Dimensity 9000 is still very capable in terms of performance. The OnePlus Pad comes with Oxygen OS 13, which is OnePlus custom interface that is based on Android 13. With its internal components, the OnePlus Pad is also able to run up to 24 live apps at once, so it's a multitasking king. And even if you don't run 24 apps at once, the OnePlus Pad handles everything smoothly and efficiently. For cameras, you get a 13MP rear shooter and an 8MP front camera. It's not the best camera setup in the world, but it's good enough for document scanning and video calls. It's highly doubtful you'll be taking any tablet out and about for shooting all of your photos with, that's where the best camera phones come in. Battery life with the OnePlus Pad is also outstanding. It has a 9510 mAh battery cell inside, which can last for up to 12 hours for consecutive video watching. It also lasts about 1 full month on standby, and if you don't have accessories connected or background apps running, it can last up to 50 days. Charging it up is fast, too, with 67W charging, so it goes from 0 to 100% in about 80 minutes. With average use, this should last a few days at least. The OnePlus Pad offers a lot of power and efficiency for a good price. The unique color and design will also make you stand out.
And number 1.
Apple iPad Air 2022. While it's far from the cheapest tablet on the market, check out the basic iPad for our best value pick. At $600, the iPad Air still gives you excellent value for money, especially if you're looking to go a bit beyond the basics. It features a much more attractive design than most of its competitors and offers many features that are close to or even identical to those found in the much more expensive iPad Pro lineup. The iPad Air 2022 is our pick as the best tablet you can buy right now. Performance is a particular draw on this tablet. Apple has slung in the laptop-level M1 chip, the same processor from the 2021 iPad Pro series and the MacBook Air 2020. It's a monster of a chip, and you're unlikely to encounter anything that'll slow it down, including video editing. Performance-wise, this is a tablet with enough power to take on a laptop, and it shows. Combined with the powerful iPadOS software, this means the iPad Air can do well at being a laptop replacement. The Magic Keyboard is an expensive addition, but it turns your iPad Air into a laptop-like device, and a pretty good one at that. Since it's all on the same software, it also plays nice with iOS devices like the iPhone 15 and iPhone 15 Pro. That cross-device support allows you to do things like taking calls on your iPad. There's also support for the second-generation Apple Pencil, making this a good choice for drawers, typers, and tappers alike. The design is similarly high-level. The slim bezels aren't too small to grab properly, and the weight and comparatively compact 10.9-inch display mean it's still comfortable to hold. Sure, it's the same design as the previous iPad Air, but that's because there's nothing wrong with the look of that tablet. Unfortunately, it does lack the faster 120Hz ProMotion display from the iPad Pro, which you might notice if you're used to using a screen with a higher refresh rate. However, that's not going to bother you if you're accustomed to the much more standard 60Hz found on most tablets and laptops. The cameras are really quite good for a tablet, and the 12-megapixel front-facing camera particularly stands out. Center stage keeps you in the middle of the frame, even if you move around, and expands the view when friends and family join you. While you're unlikely to be taking a lot of pictures with the rear camera, it's still got the goods when you need it. It's certainly not cheap, but if you can stretch to $600, then this is our overall recommendation for a strong tablet that can handle a wide range of tasks and needs. Want an Android-based equivalent, something a bit cheaper, or something even more powerful? Keep reading for more options.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.